Namaste, yoga friends. Welcome to this week's Kids Yoga Meets Astrology. And this week, I am busy with my lists. I am writing lists of things that I have to get done. I am writing lists for things that I want to get done. I am writing lists of things that I didn't get done. I am a list writer. And I also am one of those sticky note writers. Sticky notes everywhere. Sticky notes in books I read. Sticky notes just everywhere to remind me of things. What's happening in the world of astrology is the planet Mercury is traveling through the sign of Virgo. And a Virgo is a list writer. A Virgo is a taskmaster. A Virgo gets things done in order. A Virgo is the type of person that if you have an office setting or a business, you want a Virgo personality doing your office type things. They are very good at following up. They are the best at paying attention to details. They are so good at putting plans into action. Virgos will make great leaders in an office type environment and even in a home environment where you need to make sure things are getting done on time in this way. And so when you have children like my daughter who's a Virgo is, and oh my gosh, when you have more than one child, I give all the moms credit. I also had two children, but there was a huge age difference for me of my two children. So for me, it seemed like they were almost individual because there was a 9-year age difference. And my daughter was one of those children that went back and forth to her dad's, where my son wasn't. He was home with my husband, and I had the best of both worlds. I wish my daughter, during her childhood, I wish I had known astrology then. Don't we all go back and say, oh, I wish I knew then what I know now? Well, this is the case this coming energy season because Virgos are very organized, but sometimes as children, they haven't gotten there yet. They're not yet at that point. They have not come into their own, and that was certainly the case with my daughter. All the qualities of a Virgo, of getting work done, of making lists, of being the taskmaster, of doing things in order, of paying attention to details, yeah, that didn't happen as a child, and I wish I knew back then, because I would have understood the way astrology works is they do come into it at the right timing. Divine timing, as they say. Now, the planet Mercury comes into play with Virgo right now because the planet Mercury is all about communication and transportation, but when it has to do with the Virgo right now, that relates more to the communication style, how a Virgo is going to get thoughts across. You know those note writers, those letter writers, those emails, those texts? Ask a Virgo to do it for you. They will get their point across for you. Maybe you're not good at that, but they are. And boy, they will do it quick when Mercury is in Virgo. So, the thing I want you to do with your child that is a yoga breath that we'd like to share, or a yoga meditation, but I am going to do the breath. And I'm actually going to do what we call the alphabet breath or the ABC breath. I am not going to go through the whole alphabet. You can do that on your own, but the alphabet breath is a perfect time because Virgos are all about writing lists and they're all about getting their point across and taking care of those details. So if you can take a deep breath in with me, and as you breathe out, say A, breathe in, breathe out, B, breathe in, breathe out, C, breathe in, breathe out, D. We're going to stop at D for me, Doreen, the owner of the Children's School of Yoga and Kids Yoga Meets Astrology. But you can also use this same technique for all of the things you need to get done for back to school with your child so that you don't get overwhelmed and they don't get overwhelmed. Breathe in. We need to get new clothes for back to school as you breathe out. You can think it, you can say it, you can write it. Breathe in. We need to get your room cleaned up before you go back to school. Breathe out. Might need to clean off their desks or whatnot. Breathe in. We need to get a new backpack and lunchbox before you go back to school. Breathe out. Your kids that are going off to college or schools they go away to, well, the things you have to buy, you need yoga breaths for that. Breathing in, thinking about we need to buy new sheets and linens and towels for you. And breathe out. And so I hope that you appreciate the lightheartedness of the energy of Mercury and Virgo coming together. You need to put some lightheartedness and fun into that energy because they can get a little bit serious. And if things are not done their way, a Virgo's way, So keep that in mind. And I look forward to seeing you with our next Kids Yoga Meets Astrology tip for the day, the week, the month. Namaste. Have a great yoga day.